Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've recorded a video. I've gotten really busy. Um, as many people have sent me messages, they were asking if I just got bored with making videos already or whatever, but it's not true. I haven't gotten bored with it. I've actually really wanted to do it. I've just been really busy switching jobs. I just got a new job actually, part-time as a cognitive trainer, and I'm really excited about it. I'm going to get to work with kids. Actually, it's for people of all ages, but it's primarily kids, I guess, who come. And it's just to help them with brain training exercises to help them improve their learning and test-taking abilities. And it sounds pretty neat. It's a pretty unique method, and it's new, so I'm excited. Training starts next week, so I'm still going to be very busy. But I just got back from a run, and I was thinking a lot about introverted sensing. And I've been wanting to make a video about this because introverted sensing, they say, is one of the hardest, if not the hardest, cognitive function to understand. And it makes a lot of sense because when you experience introverted sensing, it's an experience. That's what it deals with, is experience through the five senses. And it's not something that's easily translatable into words or something that you can easily put into a concept. And I was thinking about it while I was outside exercising, because you're most in tune with it when you're really connecting to your body, and that's what it allows you to do. Is it allows you to connect to your internal state of being, and it's a lot more than that, which I think a lot of ENTPs and ENFPs. This video is for both of them. It's something you don't really realize the utility that it really has, and it's an area where instead of all the positive things that it can help us do and rounding out our personality, a lot of people let it kind of take over in stressful situations, and it becomes kind of a negative force, like trying to win an argument. Or just feeling threatened in any way. Introverted sensing, you might use it to remember every single time that someone said something or did something wrong, or you'll use it to bring up things from the past and details that you can use to support whatever you're trying to say in the moment. And it can have a very negative effect on you in that way. It doesn't really help you grow. You're using the dark aspects of it, for lack of a better term. And like I've mentioned before in my other videos, your third and fourth function are your shadow functions. So these are the areas where that shadow version of you, or that dark side of you, can most easily come out, because you're not as familiar with those two territories, and you do have those functions consciously, so you might be using them in ways that are not really for your own benefit, really to your own detriment. They can actually stop, they can actually hinder your growth when you use them in those negative ways. But by being aware of them and becoming aware of the positive benefits that they have, you can start to integrate them, and you are going to be one step closer to your individuation, which is what the whole goal of this psychological type theory by Carl Jung is. And for, like I said, ENFPs and ENTPs, introverted sensing is really the key to that. And I mean, I have all kinds of thoughts about it, so what I'm going to do is I've pulled up some descriptions online, because it really is hard to put into my own words. So I'm just going to go ahead and read one of the better descriptions I think that there is online for introverted sensing. It's from personalityjunkie.com, an article that they did. It says, introverted sensing can aid the personal growth and development of NP types. Actually, so it's all NP types, even for INFPs and INTPs, being the third function. It's still really important to develop. So actually, it's really all NP types. So I'm going to have to change the title of this video, if that's okay. Basically, introverted sensing can aid the personal growth and development of NP types by recalling to mind lessons learned from past experience. By remembering what they have already ruled out from past experiences or study, NPs feel they are, even if rather slowly, moving closer to certainty. And SI can also help NPs develop effective habits. As NPs observe themselves over time, they can identify which behaviors allow them to function most optimally and feel the most satisfied. Then, when they start to get off track, their SI can step in and remind them of those behaviors that can help them return to a more balanced and healthy state. Since SI is inferior for ENP types, they have the most difficulty developing and adhering to healthy habits. So one of the most commonly overlooked functions of introverted sensing is its role in perceiving internal body functions, or sensations. The body is felt and experienced from within, more than any other psychological function. SI provides access to our most basic sense of being. This is why I'm trying to say it's hard to put it into words, and it's something that you experience. This is a sense of being that is apart from thought or outward stimuli. Historically, Eastern philosophical and religious traditions have done a much better job exploring this aspect of human experience than those of the West. This dimension of SI is engaged during activities that require close attention to one's internal bodily state, such as yoga, tai chi, or meditation. You can easily see this contrast, whereas in the Western half of the world, things are much more about extroverted sensing. It's more what's external, what are you wearing, what car do you have, what kind of house do you have, like what do all these things look like from the outside. It's all about that. And even sports, it's like physical contact sports. It's extroverted sensing. Whereas in the East, it's the opposite. It's introverted sensing, and it's more prized to be more in tune with your internal bodily state. So there's more of these arts, like it said in this article, of yoga, tai chi, and stuff like that. So let's see. And there was another really good one that I saw. Sometimes, okay, so let's see. Introverted sensing operates when we see someone who reminds us of someone else. Sometimes a feeling associated with the recalled image comes into our awareness along with the information itself. Then the image can be so strong our body responds as if reliving the experience. The process also involves reviewing the past to draw on the lessons of history, hindsight, and experience. Also, there's a great attention to detail, getting a clear picture of goals and objectives and what is to happen. There can be a sense of oneness with ageless customs that help sustain civilization and culture and protect what is known and long-lasting, even while what is reliable changes. So, like I said, it's very hard to put into words, but I do practice yoga. I do meditate, not as much as I really want to, because I'm always doing all these other things that I feel like are more important in the moment. And, maybe they are, but I do need to try to set aside some more time to do that. But I just can't, I can't express how helpful it really is once you start to tune into that, because your extroverted intuition becomes exhausting at a certain point. I mean, it can only search so much for the next new thing, for the next new idea, and you need that introverted sensing to remind you, hey, this has already been tried out before in some way or another, and you might have experienced this, and this that I've already shown you that it's obvious this isn't going to work, or this isn't the right path to pursue. Introverted sensing, the best way I have to put it is that it will keep you on track. Like the one description said, developing healthy habits, recognizing what sorts of activities make you feel more happy and balanced and healthy. Just by simply recognizing what those things are with introverted sensing, you can start to actually, do them. And don't let your knee or your any distract you, because it will try. It always tries. But, then you start to feel yourself kind of wobbling again. And you really need that SI really, it helps keep you grounded. It's like your core. It's your inner core. And without getting too esoteric, too metaphysical on this, it really is best described as just your sense of being. And it is a sense of being that is beyond all of your thoughts, totally separate from your introverted thinking process, totally separate from the outer stimuli that your extroverted intuition picks up, or your possibilities, all that. It's totally separate from any of this external stuff. It is just the basic sense of your body. It's some saying like my body is ready, or like just trusting that your body knows what to do sometimes without your mind actually understanding what it's doing. Like you're falling, you fall down the stairs and your body, without, like, I've had this happen all the time, where I'll randomly trip and then just suddenly I'm like grabbing onto something I didn't even know what's there consciously, and then I'm like able to like stop myself from falling down the stairs or whatever it is. Not that happens all the time, I'm just thinking in the past. But it's just your body knows what to do. Your body knows what's good for you. And I mean, I don't really know what people do who don't have introverted sensing, because I'm so used to having it that I know how helpful it's been for me, especially getting my health in order, and it's improved my whole life. And the more you do that, the more you focus on getting some kinds of routines and structures like in place to keep you on track. The more you do that, the more freedom you actually end up gaining in the end for your extroverted intuition. And you realize that you have so much more energy to actually pursue your ideas and stay motivated and, come up with actual plans to actually get things done, which is, that's the bane or whatever of being an ENFP or ENTP. So that's really all I have to say about that. I know this was kind of a sloppy video, but I just had to get those thoughts out there after good exercise, good introverted sensing activity. So yeah, feel free to leave some comments, ask questions. I will really try to start making more videos again, because I've gotten so much positive feedback, so many questions, and once I get my job situation all settled and I'm not working, because I was working pretty crazy hours, random hours, but I'm going to have this pretty set schedule now, so hopefully I can do this, because I really enjoy it. So, alright guys, until next time, see ya.